Welcome back to Demolition Worker, where we tackle the most dangerous and complex industrial demolition projects with extreme precision and safety. Today we face a massive abandoned chemical warehouse filled with hazardous materials, hidden underground tanks, and incredibly complex steel piping systems. Before any heavy machinery moves in, our specialized team must carefully assess the entire site for potential toxic chemical residue dangers. Every single worker puts on advanced protective gear, ensuring their absolute safety against any unknown chemical substances hidden within these walls. The first major step involves systematically removing toxic waste barrels scattered across the dark, decaying floors of this old industrial facility. Specialized hazardous material transport trucks arrive at the scene, ready to safely carry away the dangerous chemicals to designated disposal facilities. Workers carefully load each sealed container onto the trucks, double-checking every single lock to prevent any accidental spills during transportation. With the loose chemicals finally cleared, our engineers begin mapping out the incredibly complex network of rusted pipes running overhead everywhere. Manual cutting teams step in, using high-powered torches to slice through the thick steel pipes with incredible precision and focus. Bright orange sparks fly through the air as the thick metal pipes slowly detach from the main structure of the warehouse. A massive crane gently lowers the freshly cut pipe segments down to the ground, preventing any sudden impacts or structural damage. Ground workers quickly move the heavy metal pieces into designated sorting areas, keeping the entire workspace completely clear for heavy machinery. We discover a massive underground storage tank hidden beneath the concrete floor, adding a completely new layer of complexity to everything. Ground-penetrating radar is deployed to accurately map the exact dimensions and depth of this unexpected subterranean chemical storage tank system. Heavy excavators equipped with hydraulic breakers begin smashing through the thick concrete surface to expose the hidden underground tank down below. Dust suppression systems spray a fine mist of water over the entire area, keeping the hazardous concrete dust strictly under control. The concrete floor finally gives way, revealing the massive rusted steel roof of the old underground chemical storage tank hidden beneath. Specialized ventilation fans are immediately activated to blow fresh air into the deep pit, clearing out any potentially explosive gas pockets. A brave technician wearing a full breathing apparatus slowly descends into the deep pit to test the air quality down there. Once the area is declared completely safe, heavy excavators resume their work, carefully digging the thick dirt away from the tank. The massive steel tank is finally exposed to the sunlight after being buried in the dark earth for over 40 years. Giant industrial shears attached to an excavator begin slicing through the thick steel walls of the underground tank like thin paper. The loud crunching sound of tearing metal echoes across the entire demolition site as the old tank is completely ripped apart. Workers carefully inspect the soil underneath the removed tank, taking multiple samples to ensure no toxic chemicals have leaked out recently. With the underground hazards finally neutralized, our focus shifts back to the massive primary steel structure of the old chemical warehouse. Giant excavators equipped with massive hydraulic crushers slowly approach the towering concrete pillars supporting the heavy steel roof of the building. The hydraulic crusher bites into the thick concrete pillar, easily snapping the strong steel rebar hidden inside with incredible raw power. Chunks of heavy concrete crash down to the ground, sending massive clouds of thick dust billowing into the bright blue sky. The water cannons follow the excavator closely, constantly spraying water to suppress the thick dust and maintain clear visibility for everyone. Another massive pillar falls to the ground, causing the entire steel roof structure above to groan and shift under its weight. Our experienced site manager carefully watches the structural movement, using a radio to coordinate the exact positions of all heavy machines. Two massive excavators work together in perfect harmony, simultaneously pulling down a massive steel beam from the center of the roof. The heavy steel beam crashes to the ground with an incredibly loud thud, shaking the earth beneath our feet very violently. Workers using specialized cutting torches quickly move in to slice the massive fallen beam into smaller, much more manageable transport pieces. A powerful magnetic crane effortlessly lifts the freshly cut steel pieces, dropping them directly into a massive metal recycling transport truck. The recycling truck slowly drives away from the busy demolition site, carrying tons of valuable scrap metal toward the recycling facility. We now face the most dangerous part of the entire project, dismantling the towering chemical processing reactor located in the center. This massive vertical structure is heavily rusted and extremely unstable, requiring our team to proceed with maximum caution and absolute precision. A towering, high-reach excavator is brought into the site, extending its massive mechanical arm high up into the clear sky. The specialized shear attachment carefully grabs the top edge of the tall reactor tower, gently testing the overall stability of it. With a powerful squeeze, the hydraulic shears effortlessly slice through the thick steel plating of the towering chemical processing reactor structure. Large pieces of rusted metal fall from the high tower, crashing loudly into the designated drop zone safely cordoned off below. The high-reach excavator slowly works its way down the tall tower, systematically chewing through the thick steel rings one by one. The skill of the machine operator is absolutely incredible, controlling the massive mechanical arm with surgical precision from the safe cabin. Suddenly, a thick, hidden cable snaps loudly, causing a large section of the metal tower to swing dangerously toward the machine. The experienced operator quickly reverses the heavy excavator, narrowly avoiding the falling metal debris by just a few incredibly short inches. Everyone breathes a huge sigh of relief as the heavy metal chunk safely hits the ground without causing any damage whatsoever. This terrifying moment is a stark reminder of the extreme dangers our brave demolition crews face every single day on site. After a quick safety meeting, the dedicated team resumes their hard work, completely determined to finish the complex job safely today. The high-reach excavator continues dismantling the tall reactor tower, finally bringing the massive structure down to a safe ground level. Ground crews quickly move in with their bright cutting torches, slicing the remaining metal chunks into perfectly sized pieces for recycling. The sun begins to set over the busy demolition site, casting a beautiful golden glow over the massive piles of debris. Powerful temporary floodlights are suddenly turned on, brilliantly illuminating the entire workspace so the dedicated night shift crew can continue working. The night shift focuses primarily on sorting the massive piles of mixed debris, carefully separating valuable steel from useless broken concrete. Giant wheel loaders scoop up massive piles of broken concrete, dumping them into a heavy-duty mobile crushing machine nearby quickly. The noisy mobile crusher grinds the large concrete chunks into small gravel, which can be reused for future construction building projects. A powerful magnetic belt on the crusher automatically pulls out any hidden steel rebar from the crushed concrete, separating it perfectly. This amazing recycling process ensures that absolutely nothing from this old abandoned factory goes to waste in the local city landfill. As morning breaks, the entire landscape of the old industrial site has completely changed, with most tall structures now completely gone. The team now focuses on the heavily reinforced concrete foundation of the main warehouse, which is incredibly thick and stubbornly strong. Multiple excavators equipped with massive hydraulic breakers line up in a neat row, simultaneously pounding the thick concrete foundation with force. The synchronized pounding creates a rhythmic, deafening noise that echoes loudly across the empty industrial park like a giant beating drum. Deep cracks finally begin to appear in the massive concrete slab, slowly spreading outward like a complex spiderweb of destruction. The heavy excavators switch their breaker attachments for large digging buckets, quickly ripping the shattered concrete pieces away from the earth. Underneath the thick foundation, we discover another complex network of old drainage pipes that must be carefully removed and properly disposed. Workers wearing protective chemical suits carefully inspect the old drainage pipes for any lingering toxic sludge before cutting them completely open. A specialized vacuum truck is quickly brought in to safely suck out the contaminated sludge from the old underground drainage system. With the toxic pipes finally cleaned out, excavators easily rip them from the wet ground, tossing them onto the scrap pile. The massive demolition project is finally nearing its completion, with only a few small utility buildings left standing on the site. A single heavy excavator makes quick work of the small brick buildings, easily knocking down the thin walls with minimal effort. The final brick wall collapses into a huge cloud of red dust, marking the complete destruction of the old chemical facility. Now the massive cleanup operation truly begins, as dozens of heavy dump trucks arrive to haul away the remaining debris piles. Giant loaders work tirelessly, filling the empty trucks with crushed concrete, dirt, and scrap metal at an incredibly fast working pace. The constant flow of heavy trucks moving in and out of the site is managed perfectly by our dedicated traffic controllers. Every single truck passes through a specialized wheel washing station to ensure no dirty mud is tracked onto the public roads. Street sweepers constantly clean the paved roads just outside the busy demolition site, keeping the entire local neighborhood clean and safe. As the massive debris piles slowly disappear, the vast, empty scale of the cleared industrial land finally becomes visible to everyone. Our environmental team conducts a final, thorough inspection of the bare soil, testing for any remaining traces of dangerous chemical contamination. Multiple soil samples are carefully collected and immediately sent to a specialized laboratory for extremely detailed and rigorous scientific chemical analysis. We must wait anxiously for the final lab results before we can officially declare this complex demolition project a complete success. The heavy machinery is slowly loaded onto massive flatbed transport trailers, getting ready to move to their next exciting demolition job. The hard-working demolition crew gathers together for a final group photo, proudly celebrating their incredible teamwork and perfect safety record today. Finally, the highly anticipated laboratory results come back, confirming that the entire site is completely free of any dangerous chemical contaminants. The site manager proudly signs the final clearance paperwork, officially handing the clean, empty land back to the happy property owners. This massive plot of clean land will soon be transformed into a beautiful public park for the local community to enjoy. It is incredibly rewarding to know that our hard work has completely removed a dangerous environmental hazard from this beautiful city. Demolition is never just about mindlessly destroying old buildings. It is about safely clearing the path for new and better beginnings. The extreme challenges we faced during this complex project truly tested the incredible skills and deep patience of our dedicated team. From hidden underground chemical tanks to unstable, towering reactors, we successfully overcame every single obstacle with perfect teamwork and professional expertise. This specific project stands as a shining testament to the vital importance of careful planning and strict safety protocols in demolition. We hope you enjoyed this deep, fascinating look into the highly complex and dangerous world of heavy industrial chemical plant demolition. The amazing transformation of this hazardous wasteland into a clean, safe environment is what makes our difficult job so incredibly fulfilling. Every single member of our crew played a crucial role in ensuring this massive project was completed without any major accidents. As we finally drive away from the empty site, we are already preparing for our next massive, thrilling, heavy demolition adventure. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another exciting episode of our thrilling heavy industrial demolition series. Thank you so much for watching and supporting our channel as we continue to tackle the toughest demolition jobs on Earth. This is Demolition Worker signing off, reminding you to always stay safe, work hard, and never stop building a better future.